Cover up, cover up, cover up!
Saskatchewan!
2008-2009 season started off with a bang for me, actually. Got the call from the Zinc Call Shop back in Port Clinton, Ohio, and they notified me that I was the 2008-2009 Pro Staff of the Year. They were going to send me a trophy like the Stanley Cup, and bigger than that, they were going to fly me up to an all-inclusive trip to Ontario. Grey Bruce Outfitters with Steve Totes, and man, what a trip it was. How was it today, Freddie?
It was a good time, actually.
Rumbler.
What do you mean, actually?
Brucey.
Yeah, watch it, will you?
Ooh, there's Troy Bailey from Nebraska.
Yeah, Patrick.
Walt Gabbard. Walt Gabbard.
What's up, man?
Ontario was killer. Grey Bruce Outfitters, Steve and the boys up there, they put us on the geese. 8-man limits every day by right around 9 or 10. And we don't judge all of our hunts by limits, but just being with that group of guys with Troy Bailey and Rusty Halleck and Freddie, the trip was awesome. It was a great way to start off the 2009-2010 waterfowl season. You know, we had a lot of momentum. You know, I was getting ready to head up to Saskatchewan to meet Clay and Alex up there, getting back with Grant Kuipers and his family up at Buck Paradise Outfitters. In Minneapolis, headed to Saskatoon. Grant's picking me up there in a little bit. I'm wore out. Ontario was awesome. Good visit with the Zinc boys in Ohio there at Port Clinton. And now we're headed up to Buck Paradise Outfitters in Saskatchewan to continue what we left off doing last year. Coyotes, mallards, and Canada's, bigs and smalls, mainly little ones. But hope you guys are liking it. Road tripping it, 2009-2010 waterfowl season. But now I knew it was time to go to work, and the pressure was back on trying to get footage for season 2 of the Fowl Life.
Fowl Life is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, Toyota Trucks, Legacy Sports, and Zinc Calls.
Chad just flew out to meet Zinc and the boys up there in Ontario, so I had to make the trip by myself, 30 hours up to Canada by myself. Wasn't looking forward to it, but got to do it for the team. So hopped in the truck, trailer behind me, and 16 hours off to northern Montana to meet Alex and the boys from Washington, and took a couple hours rest and another 8 hours up to Canada, Paradise Hill, and finally made it in about, I'm going to say 27 and a half hours. No one wants to come greet us.
Close to 30 hours in the truck, they finally get to Buck Paradise. No party, no open arm welcome. What are you guys expecting, a parade?
We heard you guys smoke one right in the decoys.
I turn around and I see this coyote trot through this wheat field. And I said to everybody, get down there. Nobody would believe me. I said, just lay down. So I took my PH2 and I took it off and went, wham. And the coyote's head came up and he never stopped again. He ran straight at Brad Elsop's blind and jumped and landed on 2 FFD lesser decoys.
No.
Both of them went flying up in the air off the stakes. And he didn't know what happened. He just kept running right through, in between this guy named, you guys will meet him tonight, this guy Ryan from Australia and Brad's blinds. And Grant set up and smoked him right out in the kill hole. And he laid dead right out in front of the kill hole.
Oh my goodness.
That'd have been good footage.
Oh, it would have been the most unbelievable video in the world.
We'll do it again.
Because I've done that before where you see coyote and you call them and they just stand out there 100 yards.
Yeah.
This one never, he
He didn't hesitate, huh? He came right in.
And I mean, he's probably a 35-pound male, just big dominant male, huge teeth, probably 3 or 4 year old male.
Wow, that's
It
impressive.
was so cool.
So how's it been going, man? You guys getting into some birds?
Yesterday was awesome. Today was trying to hunt lessers with no wind. It might as well slit your wrist. It was bad.
Been watching the show, the Fowl Life, and I just couldn't wait to get the guys back here and do it all over again. The show, I just thought, has been awesome, and we've been getting a lot of great feedback out of it all, and the people around here that are watching it love it, and we're getting lots of great positive emails and stuff. So I was really excited just, you know, about the show, and then to finally see Chad again, and then 2-3 days later, Alex and Clay and the camera guys and rolled in, and Brad and Brian Bowers, they all came in, so it was like the family all getting together again, and it just, I've been looking forward to it. It's kind of like Christmas for me, you know, and these guys are some of my closest friends. We hunt a lot of long and hard hours in all different types of crazy conditions, and you know, when you're doing that with the same group of guys, you know, you form a pretty strong bond with each other.
We started right where we left off up in Canada. The birds were there, the temperatures were a little bit too high for us. We knew we had our work cut out.
So we get up to Canada and hunting conditions are tough. In fact, they're downright brutal. Warm weather, no wind. So I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna have to drive all over western Saskatchewan in order to find a field to hunt. Well, it turns out Grant ended up planting a couple of pea fields next to his house. And for everyone who knows anything about early season waterfowl hunting in Canada, they know that peas are like candy to ducks and geese.
I like the storyline of in the off season how you planted the peas. We're less than a quarter of a mile from your front door from Buck Paradise Outfitters, and you've gotten so popular and famous that you don't even need to scout anymore. You just get a chair on your front porch, and you know what you need to do is get a swing, so you could actually swing and scout, and then we can make a video called Swing and Scout, starring Grant Kuipers.
He's so famous now, the geese actually come to him.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just, I remember when we used,
Look at, here's some geese right now.
look at this.
Grant, where are you?
Finally, the summer's gone, the fall's here, we're back in Canada, and there's birds everywhere. It looks like it's gonna be a killer 3 weeks up in Saskatchewan, what we're accustomed to up there. But looking at the thermometers and looking at the weather reports, it didn't matter if we were on the internet or watching the local news up there, the temperatures were gonna be high. We were gonna have to work hard to kill these geese. They were scattered around everywhere. First of all, we had to put on a ton of miles on the tundras, and once we did find them, lo and behold, they're less than about a quarter of a mile from Grant's front porch. You could literally throw a baseball from Grant's front porch to where we hunted the first day up in Canada.
Incomplete, among other things, better remind me of the deed I've done. Looking back, I gotta face the fact, my aphrodisiac is my oblivion. Now it's past, now I'm sober, went so fast, now we're over the one thing that I had to lose.
Boy, was that pretty or what?
Now I look and I can't see you like a book. Just can't read through nothing I can do.
They didn't check up one time. So I have time to get these white bellies. Keep flagging hard.
Rise before the fall until others arms. Well, I played the game and I can't be blamed. She had the same quirky little charms, and now it's past. Now I'm sober, went so fast. Now we're over. One thing that I had to lose, I went through my way. Now I look and I
Get him.
Nice shooting, fellas.
Good job.
Speculators down.
Three specs down. Nice working, boys.
That was pretty light, man.
Yeah, it's perfect light.
Look at this. Beautiful.
That's pretty.
Look at that.
Nice.
Get a picture of that.
You had to be able to pick that up on camera.
Grant, I ain't kidding, man. That makes a triple mount for your lodge. So beautiful.
Are they all in nice shape?
Every single one of them.
All right,
Look at the bars.
let's get them done up. That would look beautiful.
Look at them.
There you go.
Hit the wet for the
I'll grab it. What's
bird
that?
second one in.
I didn't even see. Again.
You know, we had geese, the ones that came in worked us really well right on top of us, and it was perfect. And we were hunting some of the toughest conditions. The first part of our hunt, it was hot and it was sunny. I know Clay was out there in a t-shirt and I just had my hoodie on, and unbelievable mosquitoes. I've never been bitten by a mosquito in mid-September hunting geese before.
Here comes three snows. Three snows straight out front.
And that call was starting to pierce my ear.
I'm sorry, but it was working, wasn't it?
It's okay. It was good.
The Fowl Life is brought to you by Dakota Decoy, Heavy Shot, Otis Technology, and High Viz.
And now, brothers and sisters, the Goose Gospel with Chad Belding.
Guys, last season here at the Fowl Life, we were contacted by a bunch of you, a bunch of our fans and our followers, asking us, how do we make the sounds we're making on a short reed goose call? Why do we make them? How we're holding the call, how we're using our tongue and our lungs and our larynx and our diaphragm. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to team up with the guys over at Zinc Calls, and we're going to bring a tip to you guys each week that's going to show you how to become more proficient on a short reed goose call. So this week, what I want to start with is just how to hold the call, the proper hand placement, the proper positions that you hold your hands, and then we're going to talk a little bit about introducing that airflow into the reed of that short reed goose call. Guys, let's go into the hand position. A lot of people think that you just pick up a call and can hold it any way you want, but your hands are so important to the sounds that you can create with a short reed goose call. So first, I'm a left-handed caller, so I use my left hand to manipulate the sound. So whether you're right or left, figure out which hand it's going to go in. You're going to create a J. Lay the end of that call, lay the barrel right inside of that, and wrap your index finger right over the end of it. I kind of have it wrapped halfway on, halfway off. Then I use these other three fingers, my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger as a unit, and they kind of just move up and down. I rarely move the fingers on this hand. I might squeeze a little bit harder and loosen up a little bit, but I never really open these up unless I'm really trying to get a ton of volume out of the call. Next, you're going to take your other hand, your off hand, and you're going to take your pinky, place it on top of your other pinky, and kind of cup it like you're getting a drink of water out of a stream or something. And that's kind of how you hold it right there. And with this hand, you're going to be able to move, go thumb to thumb. You're going to be able to flatten it out, or you're going to be able to keep it closed like this, even close it more. Once you start getting more, a lot better on this call, you're going to start figuring out what this hand can actually do and how it can manipulate the sounds. So right there, that's how I want you guys to hold the call. Pinky to pinky, kind of cup it, and then you're going to take the call and bring it straight to your lips like you're drinking out of a Coke bottle. Right there, when it's going to be tight. You want to kind of keep your mouth open on it, but tight-lipped. You don't want any air coming out of the corners of your mouth. So, okay, so there you got your hand placement, your mouth placement. Now all we're going to do is talk about where that air originates from. You have a diaphragm in your stomach. It's like a foot pump for a bicycle. When you press down, pressurized air comes up that hose and into your bike tire. So what you want to do is picture that as a pump. When you squeeze your abs and squeeze down on it, that air is going to be pressurized, coming up through your lungs, into your throat, where it's going to touch your larynx. That air is going to go through your larynx. That's that muscle in your throat that you would use to hit that hot air on your mom's windshield when you were a kid, or clean off your sunglasses. Okay, that's that hot air. That's how a goose, a duck, a coyote, an elk, whatever it is, that's how they get their voice. Then that air is going to travel over your tongue and down into the call. And you're not going to grunt. Guys that say, gru, 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 you don't want to do that. That's going to throw the sound way off. Let the call do what it was built to do. Just present clean, consistent air through that call, just like you're blowing out a birthday candle. And what you're going to get, here's the first step of this week, is you want to be consistent on it. You don't want it to waver in and out. You don't want it to be going, you want it to be going straight through that call. And from that right there, you're going to be able to get clucks, moans, purrs, honks, double clucks. All of it's going to originate from that sound right there. I want you guys to practice that this week. Join us next week here at the Fowl Life, and we're going to bring you the cluck.
Fowl Life is brought to you by Hornady Ammunition, Buff Headwear, Under Armour, and Rig 'em Right.
I shot.
Big old goose. You know it's not hunting weather if you can wear Crocs out hunting.
You got your Crocs on?
So, I don't need to wear boots.
I don't have boots anyway. Slip-on shoes.
Yeah, got Crocs on. It's okay. When it's 85 and you're hunting, you can wear Crocs. I probably should put shorts on tomorrow.
Probably.
I'm gonna get suntan lotion, some Bermuda shorts. I don't know where I came up with Bermuda.
Maybe you could have your waitress bring a drink with a little umbrella in it.
A little umbrella, a little Mai Tai.
Of course you'd be filming, because we would never hunt.
Yep. Shorts and Crocs tomorrow. Everyone.
Seriously, how could this hunt not be paying off better? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? There's birds everywhere. Big ones, little ones, even some specks, even a few snows. And I mean, I'm getting literally flustered right now. Usually it's a slam dunk when we find that many birds together in the field. I know they were spread out, but guys, you got to understand, there's no wind to keep them honest. The temperatures are getting up into the 60s at the end of September, so there's really no pressure on these birds to feed. Once they do land in the fields, they're just, they're scattering out. It's really hard to tell exactly where we need to be setting up. It's not coming together like we thought we were, and I'm starting to get nervous, guys. It's when you're up in Canada and you're putting in the hours that we are in the trucks trying to find these birds, and we finally think we got it figured out, to be in the blinds that morning, watching the birds land all around us, behind us. Our camera guys are getting frustrated. What do you do? What do you do?
Could our luck get any worse?
Next week on The Fowl Life, tune in as the boys turn things around.
So that first day, we didn't do so good.